Hello friends, this time let's paint a painting in gouache. Now gouache is a water-based medium but opaque, unlike watercolors, which is transparent. Let us first draw out the basic outline of the composition that we want to paint. Here I am making a composition of a bunch of flowers perched on a bamboo trellis. I am avoiding having any main component in the center of the paper because that goes for a bad composition. Now I am starting with the underpainting of the background. The underpainting can be done similar to translucent watercolors, even though this is gouache. That is, in gouache we normally use thick paints, but as an underpainting and at places wherever you desire, you can use it the way we do for transparent watercolors. That is, we just apply more water content and merge the colors with each other. There's really no hard and fast rule as to how to do it and not to do it. Here for the background we are just having a variation of hues and values of the colors that we are using. Here we could have painted over the flowers easily because this is gouache, but I'm leaving it blank just so that we get an idea of the composition while we are painting. Now we start with the painting of the flowers. We start adding the petals, keeping in mind the light source, which here I am considering coming from the top right hand corner. Now gouache is a wonderful medium, very similar to acrylics or oils. It is basically an opaque medium, unlike transparent watercolors wherein you really have to work fast and most of the work is permanent. You cannot go over it, although there are some techniques where you can correct a few of the things, but largely you have to be very confident of what you're painting. Here in gouache we work in layers, that is, we paint over already painted surfaces, and so we really need not worry about things going wrong. We can always come back and go over whatever we feel has gone wrong. That is the beauty of gouache or opaque colors. Now here I am adding the darker parts of the flowers and I'll be adding the lighter ones over them. That is the difference between transparent watercolors and gouache or opaque watercolors. That is, in transparent watercolors we normally work from light to dark, whereas in gouache we can work from dark to light, although light to dark is also possible. Now this is the basic layer of the flowers I'm painting, almost like the underpainting of the flowers, and I will be adding more layers and more shades as the painting develops. Painting flowers is fun, although here I haven't considered any particular flower, although this may resemble a little bit with the cosmos flowers, but really I am painting right now without any reference, only through imagination or through memory from whatever we've seen around us in our daily life through observation. Here now I am adding the lighter shades of the petals and now the darker background of the flowers, wherein I am adding darker tones so as to bring out the lighter tones of the flowers. We add different shades, different values of the color, give it a resemblance of leaves and twigs and branches. As you progress, I am using thicker paint now, which is the essence of gouache painting. As you can see, it resembles the techniques we use for oil paintings or acrylic paintings. The light and shade effect that we are showing will depend on the light source that we are considering. Like I said before, I have considered light source coming from the top right corner, and so all the surfaces that are facing the light source will be light, and all the surfaces that are against that light source will be dark. Here I have worked from dark to light and I'm adding the highlights now. Another thing about gouache is that you don't have to paint the whole thing in one go. You can always take a break, get up and go, and come back and continue. Because we are working in layers here, we can always go back and forth with the light and dark shades until we are satisfied. In fact, watercolor gouache is a very good choice to paint in before you start painting in acrylics or oils, because that will give you sort of a foundation to work on. Once you get a hang of painting in watercolor gouache, which is less expensive, then you can move on to the more expensive mediums like oils and acrylics. Coming back to the painting now, most of the flowers are done and I'm adding the bamboo trellis before I paint a little bit more of the green leafy background. Once the bamboo trellis is done, then we can add a little bit of foliage under the flowers on the lower part. Add a few finishing touches here and there and you're done. If you enjoyed watching, do subscribe to the channel, like the video and leave your comments. See you in the next video. Thank you.